about 37? You want me to leave the first time? Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I know it's a Clippers jersey, but hey, man, gotta show my respect, man. I had this when I was little, man. Woo, don't this look nice? Woo. Hey, welcome back to the Ronnie E podcast. This is episode 8. Of course, you got my boy Elijah.
it's good. It's good. It's good.
Today, we got some interesting topics. We're gonna talk about is KD's legacy really in trouble?
It is. I say it is.
Really a fluke? Hey, first let's talk about CP3, man.
Mm-hmm.
What about how you feel about the Suns, man? How you feeling?
I say it's a fluke. Straight fluke.
Oh man.
At first, during the regular season, I was probably one of the main ones who I definitely said you got to watch out for the Suns team. This Suns team at first, it was one of those teams in the West where people had to watch out for them, but you didn't really have to. You understand what I mean? Because there's always going to be good teams that's good enough to be in the playoffs, but you don't see them going far and even to win the championship. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, I guess people could say the Rockets. The Rockets were a good team. You could also say I guess you could say the Celtics last year in the East, or even the 76ers, not the 76ers, but definitely the Bucks. But yeah, I think this little playoff run, this Cinderella run they have in is fluke. All the teams they played, or the only two teams that they played this year in the playoffs, their best players were hurt. Especially with us. AD, Braun was hurt. And this year, or this series, which they swept on. I don't know how we got the MVP on their team. Jamal Murray was hurt. I know injuries are a part of the game, but the best players are hurt. Come on, man. And I don't even think CP3 was really that hurt because he was crying on the free throw line. Come on, man. He ain't hurt. Come on, bro. Yeah, I think this whole run they having this fluke. Can they make it to the finals? Yeah. Can they win it? No. Mm-mm.
Hey man. This Suns team, man, they fun to watch, man. I mean, I understand, they got the injuries, of course. I understand that, bro. But I mean, if you looking at how they playing pretty well though. I mean, still, that same Denver Nuggets team did beat the Trailblazers with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum and all them.
Man, nobody worrying about no Dame and CJ in the playoffs. Nobody worrying about that team. That's all they got.
They said Dame is better than Curry. But anyway. But yeah, bro. I mean, of course they have a chance to make the finals.
Yeah.
Kyrie out, Harden out, anything's possible. I'm rooting for Chris Paul get his ring. It's gonna definitely help his legacy out, bro. I mean, that Suns team is hungry, bro. I mean, dog, they're dangerous. Like even whoever comes out the Jazz and Clippers series, they're gonna have their hands full with the Suns team now. They are like I feel it.
I mean, right now, I'm never gonna root for the Clippers nor the Celtics just because I am me as a Lakers fan. But I guess you can say, for me, honestly, if Kawhi continues to play the way he's doing right now, and Paul George doesn't turn into pandemic P or playoff P, I can see them coming out the West. I think Utah. I think even Utah's a fluke. I can't imagine seeing Rudy Gobert owning a Finals MVP. I can't see that, let alone a Finals trophy. I can't see that, and I don't want to see that. I want Donovan Mitchell to get a ring, but come on, ain't nobody want to see Rudy Gobert get a ring. Nobody want to try to see that. I'm trying to see the Jazz win the championship, but I don't know. I can't. This Suns team, it's too young. I mean, yes, Aiden. I gotta give my respect to Aiden, but at the same time, he hasn't really faced that good or much, or that good of a competition defensively now. You know, Jokic is barbecue chicken in a paint. Everybody knows that. And even with us, Drummond, I think that was Drummond's first time actually going against somebody actually pretty good, in this situation in the playoffs. I don't know. I can't trust the Suns team going into the third or going into the finals. I can't see that. I gave them kudos. Like I said, I tweeted, kudos to them beating us, but ain't nobody gonna beat us if we fully healthy. Let alone know if Bron and AD are just healthy. But yeah, I just say I'm calling bluff.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Clippers, if they keep playing up to their potential, if Paul George keeps having those nights where he's actually being really good, they're definitely gonna have a really good chance of winning something. It's all dependent on Kawhi and Paul George. So, but I mean, man, I understand the youth thing though, but man, are the Suns fun to watch, man. I be watching them, I be saying, damn, they play with so much energy. Thanks to the Lakers, Jay Crowder is relevant again. He had that Payne dude off the bench. I remember when he was doing little dance moves with Russell Westbrook at OKC. Yeah, he got no minutes. He out there balling out. I mean, woo, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what's going on, man.
We will. But what's your thoughts on Jokic getting swept?
I don't put that against him. I mean, he did the best he could. I feel like, and then that ejection last night that he had.
Yeah, it was petty, real petty.
But I mean, it would have. I'm not going to come out and say the Nuggets would have won the series, but it would have been more competitive if Jamal Murray was playing.
Of course, just like if AD or Bron was healthy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't put anything against him. He had a great season, MVP season. I would have never thought Jokic would have been an MVP candidate, but he had a great season.
I mean, for me, I don't like the way he plays. Every time, even last year we went against him in the playoffs, he just plays sloppy. He's just.
It worked though.
It works, and I can't hate on his game. It's just I don't like watching Jokic play basketball. I really don't. He's either just flopping all over the place, and the whole kill is he's taking these wild shots and they go in somehow. They just go in. I'm not saying he's some type of Kobe where he's like the best bad shot taker in the league. I'm not saying that. But it's like he's either doing that or he's complaining for a foul. He's just like Luka. Every 2 minutes he's going to the rush like this with his hands up saying like, where's the foul? What's the foul? But I mean, to be the MVP of the league and then get swept especially by a player, Chris Paul, who other people believe that he should at least have been in the MVP conversation, let alone top 5 in voting, however people will view him as for the MVP race. I think that kind of dents his trophy, if you want to say. That it's not a good look. I don't care who you are. You getting swept, but it's not a good look for you in general.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it happened to LeBron in the finals, man. I mean,
You talking about that 07 Cavs team now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro. Let's be better than that.
But I mean, who's the consistent second option on that Nuggets team? Let's say Michael Porter Jr., who's been on and off.
Talking about without Jamal Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a time where you kind of regret. You kind of think about trading Gary Harris. Because even in this series, Aaron Gordon didn't show up. Yeah. I think one of his worst game was the last game, Game 4. I think that was one of his worst games. I think he shot like 0 for 9, something like that. He just played terrible. So I don't think Aaron Gordon If Aaron Gordon is your backup second option or just your third option, you're not gonna go too far. I don't care who you got.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we'll see. I hope he'll bounce back next year. Him and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, everybody will. Everybody, this is the time where everybody has a fair off season to get healthy.
Yeah.
But that's for another time. That's another time. We ain't gonna talk about that now. But yeah, what about KD? What about Kevin Cupcake Durant? His legacy's on the line. I don't care what nobody else say. KD loses series. I can't see him on the same level as LeBron. I refuse to debate anybody talking about who is better between KD and Bron right now, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, KD might have been having a better playoff series just because this team is healthy and all that type of stuff. But we all know KD ain't never going to pass Bron. I think we all know that. He's, I guess you could say he's solid, maybe the second best player in the league. He can be 2 or 3 some nights because, Curry's Curry or Harden's Harden, whoever your top 3, top 5 best players in the league are currently. If KD loses series just because Kyrie Irving and Harden is hurt, we have to realize that KD can't lead a team. He can't be the leader of the team. I'm not saying that damn, this is hard. This is going to hurt KD if he loses this series just because them two is out. Because if that's the case, every time KD's in the playoffs, right, he's always had an MVP caliber teammate. He had Russ, right, and he had Curry, and now he got 2 of them, maybe 2 of them. He definitely has one of them now with Harden and Kyrie. This is the moment. These are the type of moments where KD needs to shine the brightest. Instead, he flames out. 0 points in the fourth quarter. And you're going to come and tell me that KD's better than Bron. I think Bron going to at minimum, give you 2 points. He ain't going to lay a goose egg in the fourth quarter, especially when you need to step up. Now the series is tied 2-2, and the Bucks going to come out swinging, knowing that their number 2 or 3 option is hurt. So now this is the time where KD got to step up, and if KD starts choking, or he starts showing his true colors, it's going to leave a dent. It's going to leave a dent. It's going to leave a blemish. It's going to leave all the above on his legacy, because he's just always had the extreme amount of help. We keep talking about how LeBron keeps having help, right? But LeBron, if anything, he gets his help that he needs, and he makes them 10 times better. Because I guarantee you, if it was just 80 on his team, Fallon Horton-Tucker wouldn't be as good as he is. Caruso damn sure wouldn't be as good as he is. And Dennis Schroeder wouldn't have never offered Schroeder that $84 million contract. I guarantee you that. Because nobody else in the league was going to give Schroeder $84 million for 3 years. And now, he declined that. He ain't going to get no contract like that anytime soon. But yeah, that's my take on this Nets and Bucks take. So KD don't step up. Ain't looking so good for him. Go ahead, man.
All right. So I'll first like to say that KD will never be as good as LeBron.
Yeah.
Someone in our group chat saying that, but I ain't gonna say his name. I don't know if this really. I mean, I understand he has a lot of help, but it's like how can this hurt his legacy if he has like no help? Like, all right, you take Kyrie and Harden off. What? So what is he playing? Who's that second guy that he's playing with right now against a Bucks team that has Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday? I mean, I just feel like if he would have lost this series with one of them, then okay, I can see where you're coming from. But he has nobody. It's just him by himself. He has to beat the Bucks with Giannis and all those guys. They're gonna be double teaming him. They're gonna get the ball out of his hands. I mean,
They got Jeff Green, and they got Andrew Shaman. That's good enough. And they got DeAndre Jordan. I think that's good enough hope.
I haven't seen DeAndre Jordan get in the game yet. DeAndre Jordan. I mean, we're gonna see what happens, but it's like, but yeah, it like how could this tarnish his legacy if he can't put the Nets team like all on his back and carry him through a Bucks team that is pretty talented. So we're not. Let's not act like the Bucks aren't good. This is a good team.
The Bucks are good. Giannis is inconsistent.
But Giannis has been having a pretty good series. He just dropped like 30 something the last game. So I mean, I don't like. It's just to me, it's not tarnishing. Like KD can retire right now, and he's like top 15 of all time to me. He can lose this series. He's top 15. I'm sorry. Like it doesn't change nothing. But bro, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You just a Durant hater, and I don't know why.
I ain't no Durant hater. I'm just a realist. You know, we keep talking about, and I know this is a horrible argument that we keep saying that so and so can't win without he can't get a ring. You know, we keep saying Kobe can't win without Shaq. LeBron can't win without how KD can't win without this, all that type of stuff. But we gotta start holding these players to the standards that they should be held at. I think LeBron, KD, Curry, those three players are good enough to carry any team when need be. If I think all those three players can give you those 2 games to win this series, but that's what I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We need to start holding these players to their standards that we keep giving them to. We keep saying that KD the best player in the league. Why can't he give you 2 more games without Harden and Kyrie? We need Harden and Kyrie to close out this series. Let alone just one of them. We need to start looking deeper into KD to his bag. You know, because LeBron can give you these 2 games. This is you take KD and LeBron, you switch them out, and all you need is 2 more games. LeBron will give you them 2 games, healthy without that little ankle sprain. But I don't know. For me, I never believed KD was clutch, and I never thought of him as a leader. You know, even with Golden State, he was always complaining. You know, and right now it's kind of like, you know, this is his opportunity to show that, you know, he's what he's worth. You know, we keep saying that he's one of the best scorers of all time. He can do this and this. KD's unguardable. KD can shoot from anywhere. Blah blah blah. Then why does he need Harden and Kyrie to finish out Giannis, who takes 10 seconds to shoot a free throw? Come on, man. You gotta do better than that.
So, when was the last? Was there any? Can you name me the last time a superstar carried a team through the playoffs by himself?
Dirk.
The guy you said who's overrated?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about that though, y'all.
Hey, that's not topic. Yeah, Dirk. In 2013, we got swept by him, and yeah. So I say Dirk.
So you think the supporting cast that Dirk had is equivalent to the supporting cast KD has right now?
Yeah. Well, without Harden and Kyrie, yeah.
All right, y'all.
Man, Jason Terry, come on, man. Like, come on. I know Jason Terry was a bucket back then, but come on, it's Jason Terry. He got dunked on by LeBron. LeBron jumped over the dude. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. KD is more than capable enough to give you these two games to win this series. If he ain't that good enough to win these 2 games, then he ain't top 15. I don't care, man. We're talking about Giannis. We talking about Giannis, the same player who we all talk about in the group chat, who we all know should have won the MVP last year, and he should have won DPOY last year. Come on, man. Giannis ain't got no bag. If you can't stop Giannis, from just driving in on you, and you just can't give me 2 more games. You ain't the dude that we all thought you was. You a fluke. Come on, man. You gotta hold KD to the standard. Keep saying that KD is one of the best players in the world, and now he can't win without 2 MVP players. All right, you carry on with that, man. Come on, bro.
All right, so let's say he plays phenomenal both of these 2 games, right? He drops like 50 or 40, right? But he's are you still counting that against him?
Not as much, but I'll still count it against him because it still shows that he needs MVP teammates to win anything. So yeah, I still will, but not as much. Now, if they lose the series and Harden and Kyrie are out and he dropping like 22, 18 points, it's gonna be worse, and I'm gonna drag him. But it ain't happened yet. I'm not wishing no bad luck on him. But I'm just saying, if he loses series and he dropping like 18, 20, even 25 points in these 2 games, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna go on him like I go on Kuzma. So yeah, it's okay to show who he is and let him get in his bag and get in these 2 games. It's my only thing.
All right. I mean, I guess we'll have to just wait and see.
Yep. You think KD's top 10 all time?
All time? Top 10? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, not top 10. Top 10. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I still got him losing the series, and I still got the 76ers coming out. Hopefully, if Embiid is healthy, I still got him out. But right now, even with them going against Atlanta, I got the 76ers winning that series because if Ben Simmons just keeps clamping Trae Young, I don't see Atlanta making it out. But yeah, I got Nets losing this series, and I got 76ers still coming out the East.
All right. I mean, I don't know. Who'd I have? I think I had the Nets coming out the East. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if the Bucks can make it out, I like the Bucks. But we'll see. We'll see, bro. We'll see.
We will. But so let's say the Nets lose the series, right? Mm-hmm. Even with Kyrie and Harden coming back healthy, not even healthy, but just playing, right? This hurt their legacies? Do you think? For me, I feel like if the Nets lose this series, and even if Kyrie or Harden come back, I say they blow up the team after this season. Because there's no way you can keep all those 3 players on the same team for a couple years with the money they earning. I can't see that. So I say either one or at least two or at least one of them is gonna be gone next season. That's my thing if they lose this series.
Okay. So you're telling me you would blow up that? Why not be able to like improve upon what they have? I mean, they can
because they will have no cap. This is the situations where where the curse comes after the blessing. Everybody says, "Oh, super teams can win," but what happens when the players that make that super team get hurt? You ain't doo-doo without help. And this is the situation that KD's in. Now he ain't got no help. You got G League players playing with him in the starting lineup, going against Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. So this is the curse they got. Because at first, if they didn't even get Harden, they would have been straight. Because they would have had what's his name, LeVert. But now he hurt, and he not hurt, but he's with the Pacers and he's out. LeVert would have been perfect in this situation. He would at least drop you 20 to 22 a night, and KD would have been fine. But nope, traded him for what? Nothing. You got Harden, but Harden not playing. So this is the curse.
Yeah, bro. Injuries are a part of the game. I mean, when he was doing that trade, he couldn't account that both of them were gonna get hurt. So.
Yeah. But, everybody want to use the injury card for KD, but LeBron can't get it. Never. So, but that's for another time. That's for another time. We ain't going to talk about injuries no more. We out. I'll take it on the chin. But I think we all know Lakers gonna win the 2022 championship.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's talk about for the last segment. Award winners. You know, what are your thoughts on that? For all of them, basically.
For MVP, I mean, for MVP. I mean, Jokic is outstanding. He was good. You know, I feel like because he played all the games, he kind of just got it by default. I feel like if Joel Embiid played all the games, I think he would have got it. But I mean, you know, it was well deserved. You know, he was out on the court playing. He had a great season. Defensive Player of the Year.
It's just sad off rip. All you said was DPOY for this year. We both started geeking. So
yeah,
man. We only gotta even talk about DPOY. I already know, man. So we just talk about rookie. I mean, have they announced rookie of the year yet?
I don't think they have. They might have.
I don't know why. They did coach and they did MVP and they did six man. I don't know why it's taking them so long for rookie of the year. But yeah, let's talk about that rookie of the year. Who you got winning?
LaMelo, probably LaMelo. Anthony Edwards made a strong case for himself though, but
he did. But for me, I wouldn't. Okay, I got LaMelo winning, right? But I wouldn't be surprised with the way these voters have been doing. The whole Derrick Rose getting an MVP vote and KCP getting a DPOY vote. I wouldn't be surprised that Anthony Edwards wins it just because the way these voters are. And for me, I never liked the voting system. I always believe that the coaches and players in the NBA should be doing the voting. I know that's not possible. It probably is possible, but for me, I think the players and coaches should have 100% of the vote. But that's just for me. But I don't like how you got players. You got people like Stephen A. Smith who's saying that Donovan Mitchell is the best player that the Utah Jazz has ever had. I don't think he should be allowed to vote anymore. I just don't see that. And if Ryan Hollins if he has the ability to vote for MVP, that is a problem. That is a huge problem. If you got Colin Cowherd voting for MVP, that is also a huge problem. And this is why I just believe that players and coaches should solely be the voters. So that's why it's kind of like I'm gonna get into an argument. It's just weird because everybody knows who's gonna win MVP. And everybody knows who's going to win DPOY. It's either going to be Giannis or KD, or it's going to be Rudy Gobert for DPOY. And I hate that because we all know I believe that we all know that if Rudy Gobert is the best defender in the NBA, no disrespect for him, but I think everybody should, even best players, would be averaging at least 15 points on him. I don't believe he's the best defender. I'm not even talking about one-on-one. I'm talking about like doing everything. I don't believe that he's the best defender in the league. I don't believe that he should have 3 DPOYs. Now, does he belong in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, because of accolades. I don't believe as a player he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's a great defensive player. I give him that. I'm not going to say he's one of the worst or he's overrated. I'm not going to say that. But this is where I believe accolades start to become overrated. And for me, I think we all know that Giannis should not have more MVPs than Shaq and Kobe combined. I think we all know that. So that's why I believe some accolades or majority of you or using accolades in arguments to see who's better is kind of overrated because you got players like Giannis and Gobert who got more accolades than some Hall of Fame players that we know are better than them. So that's for me. I don't like when you got reporters and sports analysts who never played a game voting on who should win such and such award. But yeah. Just short it short, to cut it short. I got LaMelo winning, but won't be surprised if Anthony Edwards wins.
Yeah, bro. Same here, bro. So you feel a little hurt over the Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant MVP.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I would never let that go. Ain't no way. You got his own teammates saying he should have won it. His own teammates. When have you ever seen something like that? Players on your own team saying that, yeah, you ain't deserve the MVP award. Come on, that's sickening. That's sickening to hear. Because ain't no way Kobe Bryant's a top 3 player of all time, and he ain't got one MVP. Come on, man. You only tell me for one time that Kobe should have won MVP in his entire 20-year career? That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong, and everybody knows that. That's for another time. We ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Okay, so before we wrap this up, with the remaining series, the Nets, Bucks, Hawks, 76ers, what's your bracket looking so far? Who do you got winning? Because I know it's going to be different. Your bracket right now is totally different from the beginning when we did it. So who you got winning the series? The series going on.
All right. So the Suns already swept Denver.
Mm-hmm. So I think they were playing Utah or the Clippers, right?
So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say the Clippers beat the Jazz. Okay. I know you looking at me with the question mark.
No. Go ahead.
If Paul George got to keep it up, and Kawhi, I feel like they can do it because they've been down 0-2 before, and they're battle tested. They went through, the ups and downs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Clippers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jazz won, but Clippers, and then like you said earlier, I think the Clippers can beat the Suns just off of like pure experience, just knowing what to do in those situations, in those games, having to stuff like that.
And then they also, the Clippers have Chris Paul's kryptonite, Rondo, playoff Rondo. So if you get Rondo in Chris Paul's head, you automatically win that game. But go ahead.
And then I got the 76ers beating the Hawks. And see, here's my thing, man. I just need Kyrie or Harden to be back for me to say the Nets, bro. But
that's sad. You got Kevin Durant. Come on, people hold LeBron to that standard. Everybody say, "Oh, LeBron should have won this. He good. He's LeBron, right?" That's the thing. In the group chat, not even in everybody will say, "Oh, you got LeBron. That's all you need, right?" Okay, well, you got KD. That's all you need, right? Yeah. Come on, man. If you need Harden or Kyrie to win, to go against the Bucks, who we all know choke in the playoffs, especially last year. Come on, man. Why are we not holding KD to the same standard to LeBron? Even when you got players, or you got not even players, but people saying that KD's on the same level as LeBron. The only way, here's the thing. This is the only reason why people have been saying that KD's better than LeBron, because LeBron's been hurt this year, and that's sad. That's the only argument. Well, KD's had a better year than LeBron this year. Yeah, because LeBron was hurt. Come on, man. We're gonna be out. Let's be real. Keep it 100 right now, man. Dang.
I mean, we haven't seen what KD gonna do yet, so we won't talk about that at a different time. But if it's just KD out here, I think the Bucks are gonna win.
So KD overrated. I'm gonna say that KD overrated.
Okay, whoa! It's not.
No, I'm saying that.
KD's not overrated.
Okay.
It's a lot of superstars that can't do it without some type of help.
Yeah, but if you need 2 MVP players to win, sounds a little bit overrated to me. Go ahead, man.
And I already said the Sixers over the Hawks. And then I like the uh I don't know. See the Bucks sometimes they be disappointing me.
But you got KD, right?
Huh?
You got KD. You got KD. All you need. All you need is KD.
Hey, tell the group chat that. Hey, I was quiet. Don't argue with me.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say nothing. They'll see this.
You know, I'm a on and off Paul George guy, but you know. See, and then with the Sixers, everything's going to base off of Embiid's health. I don't know, like people are saying he's still playing on a torn meniscus or something, but he's dropping points. So I mean, I'm gonna just assume he's all right, I guess. So I'm gonna go with the Sixers out of the East too.
Okay.
And then what?
Yeah.
Man, they ain't gonna have no one for Embiid, bro. Damn, I don't even. I'm gonna go with Clippers though, just cause I don't.
Clippers over who?
Sixers.
Oh, so you don't have KD coming out?
Not without Harden or Kyrie now.
Huh? Without Harden, Kyrie. That's crazy. Hey, that's crazy, man. This is crazy. That's crazy. Man, all right, here's my bracket. Like I'm saying, I'm not rooting for the Clippers, but I'm gonna be a realist. I got them beating Utah. You know, 0-2 or the Kawhi when Kawhi's down 2 games. You know, he kind of turned into the Terminator. So, yeah, I still got the Clippers coming out as long as Paul George keep doing his thing. He's been playing real good this playoff series. He's had some bad games. Let's be real. He's had some bad games. He's been doing his thing this year. I gotta admit. So I got the Clippers winning that, and then they would go against the Suns. So I still got the Clippers. No. I can't.
Controversy? Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, Lakers fanatic. Go ahead.
Suns and 7. Anyways, yeah. So I got the Suns going to the finals. This Bucks and Nets series. I got Bucks in 6. I don't see KD getting you another game. I don't care. He ain't got no help. Now he has no help. He don't got his MVP teammates no more. So yeah, I got Bucks in 6, and then I got the 76ers beating the Hawks because they just have no answer for Embiid. I don't think nobody in the East currently has an answer for Embiid, even with Giannis. Mm-hmm. But then I will have to get the 76ers because they match up really good against the Bucks. Mm-hmm. You can put Ben on Giannis, and then you got no answer for Embiid. Or can't start an Embiid. Hell no. Come on, bro. And then for the finals matchup between the Suns and the 76ers, I got the 76ers. I do. You know, when you got Booker not hitting his threes, that's not going to help you. And you got Crowder shooting 3% from 3. I ain't never going to get that down. I had never heard of a stat like that. Shooting 3% from 3. I have never heard of somebody shooting that bad. Kuzma looking at him, talking about like, yo, Kuzma telling him get into the gym. That's how bad he was. We ain't gonna talk about that series. The series long gone. But yeah, I got the 76ers winning the championship this year. I do. For how everything's being played out now, I got the 76ers winning. They match up well. You got Simmons, who can really guard 1 through 5 if you need be. He can definitely guard 1 through 4. You got Tobias Harris, who's a good 3-and-D player. You got Danny Green, who can give you a 3 here and there. And then you got the could have been MVP Embiid because he got hurt. So I don't see, especially for the Suns, I think Embiid can go off against Aiden. But that's just me. I got the 76ers in 6 against the Suns.
All right, man. Hey, I wouldn't be. I don't know. Crazy as it sounds, I would not be surprised if KD finds a way. I wouldn't be surprised though.
You need to. It ain't looking good for him. 0 points in the fourth. I ain't no hall. Ain't no GOAT thing. Ain't no GOAT statistic. 0 points. Loose egg in the fourth. Ain't no GOAT. You're not a him. KD is not a him. KD loses series. He's not a him. Luka's a him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's wrap this up, man. Get me heated over this. For all that.
All right, y'all. I'd like y'all thank you guys for watching, showing the support, man. Hey, y'all, comment what y'all think who's gonna win the finals, y'all. And give y'all opinions about just any of the topics we talked about, y'all. Because it's a lot of controversy. KD, the Suns. Also, you see he's a hater, but hey. But yeah, man. Thank you, man, for the support, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out, y'all. Peace.
RP Lake Show.